Here with Northwestern State head coach Rick Cabrera as the Demons get ready to start a 3-game road trip Friday night at Texas Tech and then Monday at Oklahoma. They'll wrap up next Saturday against Rice. And Coach, real quick, you're going to jump. You know, you had kind of a warm up, and you're going to jump right into the fire with two Power 4 opponents back to back. So, hope you learned real quick what you got Monday night, because you're going to find out again very quickly in about a 72-hour period.
Yeah, man, just two polar opposite of teams that we played this past Monday and then this upcoming Friday. But this is what we signed up for, to play against the best and compete and play the best team that's going to help us prepare for the conference in obviously December, January, and February now. But I mean, it is what it is. You scout it, you go in there with the preparation of trying to win the game, and practice hard and go have fun. That's the only method you got to have in preparing for your next game.
A lot of times coaches come, coaches go, programs kind of stay the same. You and Grant McCasland, I know you were both at Arkansas State, but not at the same time. So, I mean, do you have I'm sure you've got mutual friends within this whole thing, and you're kind of familiar with Coach.
Yeah, no, I got a chance to meet Grant when he was actually at Arkansas State. One of my friends who's Jareem Dowling was his assistant, but also our assistant coach, Anthony Figueroa, his brother, Devin Carter, played for Grant at Arkansas State, was their leading scorer his senior year. And our other assistant coach, TJ, was the GA for Grant McCasland as well. So there's some connections there. I've always followed his career, even when he was up to, being a JUCO coach. So I'm not surprised where he is and the success that he's had.
When you do look at what you see from his team, what do you see?
Talent. Very talented, shoot the ball extremely well at a high level. You have a great balance of an inside-outside game. They kind of play, defensively, heels to the three-point line. They, eliminate paint touches. But they got some really good pieces returning, some good pieces that came in. So we got our work cut out for us. But like I said earlier, we're going in there prepared and ready to win a game.
And you'll do that with a group of guys who we talked to Addison Patterson before, and we'll get into Oklahoma in a minute. But he's one of those guys. We know he took a long road to get here, but he's not the only one that came back Monday. You had a handful of guys that had been off for a long time before getting back Monday, and it looked like the bond they formed this summer, whether it was bonding over recovery or whatever, was as strong as maybe it's been in your 13, 14 months here.
Yeah, no, I mean, knock on wood, but I've been lucky, man. These guys, I said it in the previous interview, that they really like playing with each other. They're very selfless individuals. They like hanging out with each other off the court. As a coach, it's a great feeling to have and to know about. But in practice, like they get after it, they compete. There's some trash talking here and there. There's some nose to nose, but it's all love 30 seconds later, and I love it, because they're ultra competitive guys.
To have those guys back, though, and a lot of those guys are guys that had. Love Bettis had experience. Addison has experience. JT Warren had experience here. Micah Thomas has experience in this league. So you kind of got an infusion of veterans, even though this roster is virtually remade.
Yeah, that was the goal in recruiting, was to have balance of guys that played Division I games, not just came from Division I, but played some significant minutes, and some guys that impacted junior college in winning ways. And that's what we have, with Addison, Micah, Love, and Ledoux, and those guys, and JT Warren and Gerald and Willie and Landon. I think 3 of those 4 went to the national tournament in Hutch last year. So we wanted to get guys that came from winning, and I think we're treading that way.
And you'll turn around, a relatively quick turnaround, and go face from one Big 12 member to a former Big 12, now SEC member in Oklahoma. And Porter Moser, we talked about Grant McCasland in year 2 at Texas Tech. Porter Moser's been at Oklahoma now long enough. That is really his program.
Yeah, Porter Moser, like has won a lot of games. He's a heck of a coach. He ran some great offense at Loyola Chicago, and I haven't watched much film on them yet because we're focusing on Texas Tech. But like I said, whenever we play these games, obviously, it's to prepare us to win, and obviously they're doing us a favor as well. But we go in there, we have some guys that I feel comfortable going into each game that we have a chance. And I think we have a chance. I mean, all road games are hard to win anyway, but I think we have a chance to win one on Monday night.
And we talked about the ties with Arkansas State, with Grant McCaslin on your staff. A tie a little bit more or less directly to the Oklahoma City area is Micah Thomas. That's his hometown. So, he's probably going to have to walk that line of emotional and even keeled as you want your point guard to be.
Yeah, Micah's, obviously a well-traveled young man, a great kid, but he's been a lot of places. One place he hasn't played was in his home state, and I know he's going to have a lot of family. He comes from a great family, and they're going to be excited to see him play. So I'm happy for him that he gets a chance to go back home.
Coach, as always, we thank you for your time.
Appreciate you.